What's good, y'all, and welcome to my review of Glass Onion. Alright, I'm not going to do the Kentucky accent for the whole review, but thought I'd do it a little bit because I love Daniel Craig's Kentucky accent. And yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for Glass Onion. I finally just watched the movie on Netflix, so I've been busy this week, so I wasn't able to catch the movie a little bit sooner. But yeah, I finally watched it, man, and I fucking loved it. Now, some of y'all probably wondering like which one between this and Knives Out, the original Knives Out, that I like more. Well, when I finished the movie, I felt like I liked The Glass Onion a bit more. But then when I checked my Letterboxd, see what I gave the original Knives Out, the rating I give Knives Out is higher than the rating I'm going to give this movie. So I guess I like Knives Out a little bit more instead. I don't know. I would have to rewatch the first Knives Out again just to be, know for certain if I like Knives Out more than Glass Onion. But either way, man, this was a phenomenal follow-up, man, and I absolutely love this movie. So let's just jump right in. So the movie is, of course, written and, of course, directed by my man, Rian Johnson, man, who is probably still public enemy number one to Star Wars fans, but it is what it is. Y'all know I love The Last Jedi. And, of course, stars Daniel Craig, Kate Hudson, Jessica Hedwig, Edward Norton, Catherine Hahn, Janelle Monáe, if I'm pronouncing that right, my man Dave Bautista, the animal, and many more. And the plot of Glass Onion is tech billionaire Miles Braun invites his friends for a getaway on his private Greek island. When someone turns up dead, Detective Benoit Blanek is put on the case. Now, first thing I'll say is overall the cast I thought was really good. Dave Bautista is great. Edward Norton, low-key steals the show. He's fantastic, man. Always love Edward Norton. Jessica Hadwick was, of course, fantastic as well. You guys know I love Jessica Hadwick from her time on Iron Fist. Hope that she comes back eventually back into the MCU, but we'll have to wait and see on that front. Anyway, and of course, Daniel Craig is fucking incredible, man, with his Kentucky accent. I fucking love his Kentucky accent. But I gotta give major props to Janelle Monáe. I think she was honestly the MVP of this movie. Her performance was phenomenal, and I think that's probably now I haven't seen. When I say this, I haven't seen a lot of her movies, but from the handful of movies I have seen, I would say this is Janelle Monáe's best performance I've seen for her. Like I said, I haven't really seen a lot of her movies, so some of y'all might be like, no, Glenn, this movie was better, or their performance in this movie was better. So, but for at least for the movies that I've seen for her, this I thought was her best performance, man. And honestly, wouldn't be surprised she ends up like getting an Oscar nom for Best Supporting Actress, man, because she was really fucking good in this movie, man. I really loved her, man. She was great. But yeah, the cast is great. The directing in this movie is phenomenal, man. Right? This was something like we saw in the original Knives Out, but Rian Johnson's directing is on point, man. It's phenomenal. The movie looks great. The editing I also thought was really good as well, man. Really did the editing movie. And the score I also thought was really good as well. The murder mystery itself, once the movie finally gets to the gear, is fantastic. The ending is brilliant, man. I'm not going to get any more saying than that because I don't want to spoil you guys. And honestly, I'm just kind of glad that mystery movies are finally making a comeback. Because I enjoy these kinds of movies. I enjoy a good murder mystery, but we haven't really seen a lot of those movies recently. They just don't get made as much as they were back in, like, I don't know, what, the 60s or 70s or whatever. But I am glad to see them making, like, a small comeback. You got, of course, Rian Johnson doing Knives Out and all the future sequels that movie's going to have. We have, Murder on the Oriental Express and Death on the Nile doing its thing. Hopefully that one will get a third one as well because I love those movies, man. But I would probably say I like Death on the Nile a little bit more than Glass Onion if you guys want me to compare those two. But yeah, man. Besides that, I thought the music was also really good as well, like I mentioned before. Not just the score, like the score I said was, like I mentioned before, was pretty good, but some of the other songs they used are really good, especially the song they played during the end credits. I won't spoil what it is, but yeah, I thought that was kind of ingenious, man. And the comedic moments in the movie are on point. Like, there's like the cameos. Some of the cameos we see were also really good. But I love how we have, like, this movie takes place during the pandemic, so you have so you got a lot of jokes about the pandemic going on there, man. But one thing I found was hilarious is that you actually have Benoit Blanc, Daniel Craig's character, actually playing Among Us. Bro, when I saw this man playing fucking Among Us on his iPad in the fucking bathtub, bro, I was laughing my ass off, man. That was some of the funniest shit ever, man. But yeah, I would say in terms of flaws I had with the movie, I would say that this is probably why might be why I end up liking why I probably might have ended up liking the original Knives Out a little bit more. Was I thought the movie is a little bit slow at the beginning as we're just kind of setting the piece up, but once the murder actually happens and we start trying to decipher the murder mystery itself, the movie hits a guy in gear and it's fantastic, man. The second half of the movie is absolutely brilliant, man. But one thing that definitely I would say hold us back is the characters. Like most of the characters I wasn't particularly a fan of. Now to be fair, I think that was the point, but I wasn't really particularly a fan of a lot of the characters here, especially this there was this one kid, I forget who plays her, but like she is like the dumbest woman you've ever seen, bro. Like you will be shocked at the retardation of the woman. Like you're like, how are you even still how are you even remotely successful when you're this fucking stupid? Like, it is honestly impressive how fucking dumb this woman is, bro. It is shocking. And poor Jessica Hadwick's character, who plays like her secretary. Godspeed to them would having always saved her career, bro. Godspeed to that woman, man. Godspeed. But yeah, man. Love this movie, like I mentioned before. And yeah, we got Knives Out 3 already confirmed. It's going to be coming out there. Hopefully that one might end up having a larger theatrical release, because I would like to catch the next one in the theater, man. I mean, I got no problems, no qualms watching these movies on Netflix. I don't think these movies are like necessarily movies I have to see in the theater, but you know, it's always nice to go to a theater and watch something like this, man. But we'll have to wait and see on that whenever the third one drops. But yeah, man, that's about all I gotta say on Glass Onion. Pretty short review. There's not really a lot I can really talk about without getting into spoilers. So, and I don't want to really spoil you guys because that kind of ruins the fun of the movie with the murder mysteries and everything. But yeah, very much for. I'm glad to see murder mystery movies are making a slight comeback, and we're seeing a lot more of them come out here. And like I said, yeah, excited for the future Knives Out movie whenever those comes out. And yeah, also there's a lot of, like I mentioned before, there's a lot of comedy movies I love, but there's also a couple ones where just like Ryan Johnson starts throwing some hardcore shade, man, and I was just laughing my ass off at those scenes as well, man. Just like the first one, I was like, damn, bro, man's going off, bro. It's always funny just seeing Ryan Johnson just going off on shit, man. On like, you know, the super offensive woke, liberals that are like, that are like absolute losers. You can't reason in, man. It's always fun just watching him make fun of those people, man. I always get a kick out of it, man. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys for my review of Glass Onion. Obviously, I would highly recommend you guys check this movie out if you have Netflix, and of course love the original Glass and you love the original Knives Out. And yeah, excited for the future of this franchise, man. So overall, my final verdict for Glass Onion is going to be a 9.5 out of 10, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on my social media if you feel like it. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come out for more. See you guys next time.